What's up, guys? It's time. Finally time. No more getting pushed back. No more. No more. You've been waiting for this for like 3 weeks. And it's finally here. And for those of you who don't know why that didn't become a thing that happened earlier, is because I've been caught up suddenly a lot during the weekends. And this probably, I'm pretty sure this won't be an ongoing thing where I'm super busy on the weekends like that. But my sister just became a lawyer. I was like, oh my god, I have to go and celebrate with my sister. So me and my family headed upstate to where she lives with my aunt and some more family of ours. We had a good old time. And then that became a thing that happened. Yay. But now, comments! Do you know that you're an adorable cinnamon bun? I'm glad that you feel that way. Thank you. Do you ever want to get a tattoo? If so, what kind of design? I've never really, I won't say I've never really thought about it, but since I'm a total nerd, I don't know, I'd probably have to be a lot bigger than this because I'm pretty skinny, and I'm afraid like if I did get bigger or if I got older, it would warp, and that would be horrible. But if I do stay this size for like my entire life, if I were to really think about it, I'd either get the Heartless symbol or the Nobody symbol from Kingdom Hearts, because I'm a nerd and I love Kingdom Hearts. So Mark told me to do that. Not just to clarify, not Markiplier, Mark Anthony, my friend. And he was just like, oh, if you were to get a tattoo, you should get the Nobody or the Heartless emblem or something like that. I don't know, something like that, maybe. I like potatoes. As do I. As do I. Will you ever dye your hair or grow it out longer? Well, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. My hair is about as big as it's been in a few years. I did think to dye it at one point, but I don't know, I chickened out. I may or may not do it still, I don't know, it's kind of up in the air at this point, but I'm trying to grow out my hair as long as possible before my parents make me cut it, and they're kind of already trying to make me cut it. And I'm kind of resisting as much as I can before I have to. But yes, this is full fro. If you go back a few years ago, you can see me with short hair. I mean, it doesn't have to be a few years ago. It was like a few months ago, really. But it's the shortest it's ever been. There, you'll have to go back like a year or so, and you'll see me with a tiny head and a fade. That's really it. How old are you? I am 17, born on August 8th, 1999. Am I ever gonna make merch? Here's the thing about merch. I'd love for that to be a thing that happens, and I would really love to see that happen. But I'm broke. I have no money. Well, that's not entirely true. I don't know what I'm going to do with my money, and I don't know if I can spend it on everything that I want to. If I ever get the chance, I will make merch. You can count on that. What do I think on spinners? I love the things. I don't have my spinner on me right now. I think it's up the hill. But I think spinners are awesome. I had to. I gave one to my sister, but I have my little spinner and I fidget with it. I don't see what the big deal is, other than they're kind of annoying. The sound they make can kind of be annoying sometimes, but I like them. I don't see what the big deal is. I freaking love you. You're my favorite YouTuber besides Markiplier. Heart. Thank you so much. Like, I don't think you guys understand how much that means to me. Like, that is such a big thing, like, that you guys think so highly of me. Like, I can barely even grasp the thought that I'm even still here and that I've even been put in this position. I've been given this gift, and it's just it's still sinking in. I'm glad that you think so highly of me. It really means a lot. Believe me. It makes my day when I get comments like this, so thank you again. Do you play Minecraft? I do play Minecraft. I used to be pretty exclusive to PC when it first came out, and well, obviously because it was only on PC. But it's been a long time since I played on PC because that stupid computer over there doesn't feel like working properly. Lately, for the past few years, I've been exclusive to console, and you guys can add me on my Xbox. I got a 360 and I got a PS4. And the name is the same, obviously. Favorite Animusic? Mine is Pipe Dream. I am in love with Heavy Light. If you go on my second channel, you see I redid the entire song from scratch. It took 12 hours. Oh my god. I love heavy light. For some reason, the yellow laser and the just it's got a very I just can't even describe it. The yellow laser is my favorite. And you'll hear me use it sometimes in the background of my videos. I've used it in about 3 of them or so. But I just don't know. I love heavy light to death. It's just like it starts out so mellow, and then it gets like majestic, and then it gets really epic near the end, and then it comes back around and just I love it. I love it. For those of you who have no idea what the heck I'm talking about, I'll link my version of the song and the actual version in the video. Thanks. How big is your schnitzel, big old boy? It's like... What are you willing to give up to become who you really need to be? That's a good question. I'd like to say I'm giving up my time and I'm putting in a lot of effort. And I'm not sure if you mean this specific to YouTube or just in life. Because I'd like to say I've been really good with this. And I'm gonna start rambling again. I feel like I'm giving up a lot of my time and my effort into just... It's a word that I'm trying to describe it with, but I want to say persevere. Yeah, I'm gonna go with persevere because like this has been a really it hasn't been all easy. It's not, you know, doing this isn't like a 100% glamorous life. It can be very glamorous and very fun, but it can be very difficult sometimes. I was beating myself up all week because I didn't get to do this video earlier. So I'd like to say I'd give up my time and my effort, and I'd persevere to do what I really need to do and to be who I really need to be. For you guys, for myself, for other people, my family, my friends, my loved ones, and all types of stuff like that. So, hope that answered your question. I know where you live! How do you spell gray? Gray or gray? The color, by the way. Like this! Gray! What is your favorite animal? Mine's a dolphin. So people on the Discord server, on my Discord server, which I'll link in the description, already know where this is going. But for some reason, I am in love with giraffes. I adore giraffes. The long neck, the dopey smile, the colors. I love giraffes. And when they run, it is like simultaneously the most beautiful and the most awkward thing I've ever seen. It's like majestic, and it's like cringy, but it's still majestic. I'm pretty sure the icon still for the my Discord server is giraffe. So, and it was a fan art. It was a fan drawn giraffe. And thank you to Mike and Moo if you're watching. But yes, I adore giraffes. They're majestic creatures to me. Maybe I'm just freaking weird, but I love giraffes. I can't help it. Especially since I have a really long neck like a giraffe, because I'm skinny. Where do you plan on going from here with your channel? You're probably busy now. I think you mentioned college before, right? Once you're past college and all that, how do you want to go from there? Curious to see where this ends up. I want to milk this as much as I can. I want to take this as far as possible. I want to do whatever I can with this, because I am going to college, hopefully. But yeah, past college, I want to take this as much as I can do, and I want to do this till I can't do it anymore. Hopefully, you know, God willing, I can still do this. So I will do this as long as I can. Maybe we can see something new come out. Maybe we can see something that has never been done. Maybe we can do something new and stuff. So. Sure. How lickable are your eyebrows? I'd say they're pretty lickable. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say they're about 50. So this one's from Mark. Hi Rider 121, it's your boy Oddboy and his girlfriend Panda, and I see this as a perfect opportunity to roast you so the world can see. It's a roast, and I humbly accept this roast. Do your worst. I love you, bro. The only thing worse than your nauseating, squeaky, irritating voice is your melodramatic videos from when you take too long to post and how you beg for forgiveness, showing your inner sad self coming out of your small dark shell. I love it. I love it. I love it. Welcome to your take, Mark. Can I have boasty balls? Thank you, Mark. Make sure you go subscribe to him. He's one of my closest friends. He makes great content. And I do videos with him all the time. I was actually recently in a video. Well, it's not recently now, but he may or may not have posted it. I don't know. I haven't checked his channel in a while. But I'm going to be in a vlog type video with him where we just kind of answer questions like this. But it's going to be on his channel. So make sure you subscribe. Will you go Super Saiyan and take off your shirt in the process for all the fangirls? If it's the Super Saiyan you want, the Super Saiyan you'll get. Oh god. Does Bruno Mars is gay? Bruno Mars does in fact is gay. That video is hilarious. I love that video. I'll link that. If I can find that video, I'll link that into the description as a GameGrumps reference. Does Bruno Mars is gay? Bruno Mars does is gay, yes. Do you draw, sing, or play any instruments? I do draw quite a bit. If anything, if I can find any of my art, I'll put it on screen. I do sing. It's like I can sing pretty well, but I just never do it in front of people. Not that I'm afraid, I just don't really have the opportunity. Well, I won't say I'm not afraid of. I am kind of nervous, especially since my voice isn't at top-notch quality because I'm always yelling and I'm always kind of screaming for my videos. But when my voice is in a good place, my voice. I'd say it's pretty nice. And I sing. But I do play the drums, and I'm learning how to play the piano. I'm trying to learn how to play the piano, and hopefully, if I move on from the piano, I want to pursue the bass guitar. So, yes, thank you. What did you do after Mark hung up on Skype? How did you feel afterwards? Okay, imagine this: a skinny black young boy, in tears, shaking. I need to go call my family and friends. And that's basically an apt description. I was wiping the tears out of my eyes, trying to contain myself. And I was still shaking. And then I hung up. And then I immediately, first I was like, I saw the comments. Just thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of comments just suddenly appearing. It was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. My phone was slowing down. And then I went to go call my best friend. I wanted to call my mother. I told my father. I told everybody. I had to inform of everybody what was going on. And then Mark came over. He bought me Chinese food because he was so proud of me. And we edited one of his videos, and we were just having a good time. We were celebrating. Oh my god, I still get so emotional and hyped up about it. It's ridiculous. Would you eventually like to have YouTube as a job, or would you have it as a hobby? I would love to do this as a job. Hopefully I can do this as a job soon. Like, that seems like so much fun. Not having to work a 9 to 5, because I'd rather be my own boss and not be bossed around by some person while sitting in a cubicle. I'd love to do this for real. Not that I'm not doing it for real, but for in the long run, for a real thing. Like, it's I can't even find words to describe it. I'm so hyped up and pumped up right now, man. Just what is your favorite part about being a YouTuber? I'd say entertaining people and making people happy or making people laugh. That's really it really makes my day that I can make people happy as they claim to be when they say, your videos with this, that, and the third thing, and I just I just like it makes my life. It just makes my day, it makes my year, makes my month, man. I love it. It makes me real fuzzy inside to know that I'm making people happy and that I'm doing something for people, that I'm entertaining them, and the feeling is just, it fills me up inside, man. It's the best. Will you ever play the FNAF games or Five Nights at Candy's? I hope so. I already tried playing at Five Nights at Candy's, and I will try again. But the thing about Five Nights at Candy's is that it's quick. It needs quick mouse action, and this computer has no such thing. It's not like so slow. I can turn up the mouse speed, but it's just because my mouse is so far away from my computer. It's like it's responsive, but it's still not fast enough. And I kept dying because I could not move my mouse fast enough. And it was just it's ridiculous. And then I had some technical difficulties too, but I will give it another shot. Believe you me. And for FNAF, if it's just well, I guess money isn't really a factor right now, but FNAF has already been played to death. If new FNAF games come out, I'll play them, but I'm not playing the old ones. Everybody's done them, and they're too old. You know, it's not. It's been played to death. But Five Nights at Candy's, you bet, because Five Nights at Candy's is one of the highest quality fan games for FNAF I've ever seen. It's impressive. It's just like it's ridiculous. It's Have you streamed on Twitch? If not, will you ever consider it? Of course. I've always streamed on YouTube, but I'm sure I'll move to Twitch at one point, like for the people who can't get to YouTube streaming. So maybe one day over the rainbow. I'm not sure where I was going with that. One day I will spread to Twitch and get all you Twitch heads out there. So who knows? I need a question. Omar, how mainly do you go about your day other than looking at the cancer in your Discord? I wake up. Well, let's see. On a weekday, I wake up at around 7:30, 7:35. I usually rush to get dressed because I almost oversleep every day. I either eat breakfast at home, or I get it before I go to school. And I go through all of school, and then I usually don't eat lunch at lunch because I usually don't have cash on me. I just use my card, and I wait. I do nothing all lunch period, and then me and my friends, we go out to like Wendy's and we eat, and then we hang out, and then I go home, and I usually I take a nap when I get home. I fall asleep for like 3 hours, and then I do my homework. I do any videos if I can, and then really that's really it. I fall back asleep. So that's really it. On a weekend, I just depends on where I am, really. On a weekend, if I'm here at my father's house, I'll mostly be playing video games, recording videos, or watching Markiplier or any other YouTube videos, and that's really it. So, yeah. Any multiplayer games planned? Funny you mentioned that. I was just thinking about that the other day. I may be bringing back Need for Madness. I might buy the multiplayer for Need for Madness, and then maybe that's a game that I can play with you guys. And it's I'm trying to incorporate you guys as much as I can, and maybe like I'll do Black Ops 3 because that game's still relatively new and it's multiplayer. And once I can get my I can stream that, or I can get a capture card working on it, then I can be all set, and that can be another multiplayer game. So who knows? Ignore the "but" in this question, but where did you find Mark on YouTube, and do you plan on doing skits? Well, that's a nice "but" you've got there. But yes, I found Mark. Damn, how long ago? That was years ago. I found Mark probably through Slender, because I'd been looking. I found Slender, but I found Slender before I found Mark, and I had been looking around for Slender gameplays because I was still kind of iffy with YouTube. I just started using it. I wouldn't say I just started using it, but I just started using it exclusively. and I found him, and I've been binge watching his videos. It's been about 4 years, I think, maybe 4 or 3, and that's how I've been just watching him. I've been watching him like TV. Markiplier is my TV, basically. I watch him. I'm probably gonna watch him after I finish making this video. So, yeah. Do I plan on doing skits? I have done a few skits, mostly on other people's channels, but most of my skits are those creepy videos that I like to do. But I will try to do other types of skits, like comedy skits. But you know, most of my skits are spooky. I don't know. Call me edgy if you want, but I love doing those. Those are so much fun, and it always gets people. It gets them every time, and it's hilarious. They're like, I thought this was a regular video or something, or I don't know. It always gets them, and it's so funny, and they never see it coming. It's I keep you on your toes, man. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I love those, and I'll probably do more in the future. Maybe my editing budget gets a little bigger. I can do bigger and scarier things, or I can do comedy skits and other types of skits too. So, Do you think you'll ever make a video with Markiplier? I'll be real with you. I feel like he's too far ahead of me for me to collab with him. Maybe if I ever got to meet him, maybe that, but I don't know if that would be a thing. Like, I feel like he is got other stuff to worry about, like other than like a YouTuber. Like, maybe I don't know. It's hard to tell because I talk to him, and I'm sure he knows of me now, but I'm sure he's got other stuff he's got to worry about. So I think realistically I don't see that happening. But if that did happen, I'd be the happiest dude on the planet. So hopefully I could be able to, but realistically I don't see that happening. But I'm open to it. I'd love to. Are you gonna play with fans? This ties back into the multiplayer thing. I hopefully will be able to get some multiplayer games. Like I said, I've got my PS4 and I've got my Xbox, so anybody that wants to add me on that can do so. But yeah, I will try to get any game that I can interact with you guys or something. And that can be a thing that can happen. I could record that, I could stream it, I could do something with it, It's up in the air, but I'm open to it. Have you ever considered giving OBS a try for a recording if you already haven't? It's a great tool to use, and it's highly modifiable and excellent for streaming. Also, will you be playing more adventure or multiplayer games in the future? I'm really iffy on OBS because if anybody remembers, way long time ago, few people know about this, but a few people might remember. I did try to stream SCP. I did try to stream Need for Madness. I did try to stream Minecraft, and it was just a train wreck. And not only because my computer is slow, but OBS kept crashing, and it was just giving me so many problems. And it's not just my computer, because I put it on a computer that worked fine, and it kept crashing. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the big deal is. I don't like OBS that much, but I'm sure somebody uses it and likes it. So, adventure, multiplayer games. I hopefully will be able to start playing PS2 games again. I have a lot of adventure PS2 games. For those of you who don't remember, I started Spyro, and I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. And that's an adventure games. And like I said, for multiplayer games. So that's hopefully I will be able to. But who knows? Can I floof your hair? Go for it. It's my birthday. I'm 15. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. I hope that helped, or I hope that made you happy. I hope that's what you were looking for. I don't know. But everybody write happy birthday to Big Burgers Gaming in the comments if you can. Would you ever want to make a video game someday? Absolutely! I'd love to make a video game. I've already tried working on the Unity engine. It wasn't like I wasn't gonna publish it, but I was just kind of dabbling around with it when I took a game design class. And I'd love to. I've always dreamed since I was a little kid. I've always wanted to make a video game because, games like Crash Bandicoot and Kingdom Hearts that have inspired me and that I've loved and adored, and I've always wanted to do something like that. So, of course. What was the first YouTuber that you started watching fanatically? Markiplier, of course. I think he was really, maybe not. I don't know. Like I remember there's this dude I used to watch a lot. I think his name was Tyrant King 10. He used to do a lot of Crash Bandicoot stuff, and I used to watch him a lot. But I was when I was pretty little. But in terms of recent years and the stuff that counts, I'd say Markiplier, of course. And you know, Jack and Pewds and all the obvious choices. You know, I watched a lot of Ray William Johnson. I watched a lot of Rob Dyke and stuff like that. But Markiplier most. How do you floof your hair? So what you do is, let me take my headphones off. Take this thing called a pick, and you do this. Actually, I can't. The image is reversed on my screen, but you just keep picking until it gets really big like this, and it gets really floofy. So that's really, wow. My hair is really getting big, but that's how I floof my hair, and I just do it. I gotta make sure it's even, and you just kind of, there you go. That's a little better, because my hair gets smushed when I wear headphones, but that's how you do it. What are your political views on waffles? I love them! Are you going to PAX? And you're my favorite YouTuber. I'd love to go to PAX, but I'm terrified of traveling, which I will overcome. But if I get the chance, of course, I'd love to. I've never been to PAX. The only thing like that I've been to is Comic-Con, so of course, if I get the chance, you bet your sweet bippy I will take it. What is your favorite video game series? Crash Bandicoot, my dude. Word up to my bacon, egg, and cheese. B, I'm a New Yorker. I've got my fake Tims. Oh, something just fell on my shoe. Oh, a piece of fabric just fell on my shoe. These aren't really Tims. They're just like construction boots, but they look like Tims. I love Crash Bandicoot. I love Crash Bandicoot. I'm pretty sure that was the first game I've ever played, like when I was little. I had a PS1. I love it. I adore it. I think it's really nice. So. If they were both held at gunpoint, would you rather save the protagonist from your favorite movie, show, or the antagonist? But here's the catch. If you save the protagonist, everything will and never have happened, and the protagonist becomes the true villain. But if you save the antagonist, nothing will happen, and a new hero will be born 1,000 years later. Yes. I know I've discussed this experience before, but what would you compare your talk with Mark with? Also, I love your channel, and I'm so glad I've discovered you through Mark. I'd compare it. I can't even compare it to anything, because that is like the highest point of my life, like ever. That's like the best thing that's ever happened to me. So it's like on the top of my things to be excited about. And that is all the comments that I could get, really. There was so many I had to pick. So thank you so much. I can do this. I can make this a thing like more than once. This can be a multi-part thing if you want. You just have to leave more comments. If you want to leave as many comments, you want to ask me something, you want to say something funny, you want to say something ridiculous, and you want to get something ridiculous out of it, leave it down there. Use the hashtag AskHomer on Twitter to get my attention there. All the I looked on Twitter and there were none there. I saw some there before, but they were gone. So, but yes, leave more comments if you'd like, if you want me to do this again, and if not, then let's move on. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for participating, and as always, peace out, y'all.